So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can reapply for your visa. Most of the time when students or applicants get rejected at the embassy the first time, they don't know that, or they are not aware of the fact that they can reapply for their visa, or they can seek an appeal for their visa. I've also got a lot of question on the channel, or a lot of people have requested me to make this video. This video is coming in handy because admission is ongoing into Romanian universities. A lot of candidates, or a lot of applicants are sending in their applications, and people will be applying for a visa. Even though I don't wish that anybody should get rejected at the embassy, or a visa should, or the person should get a visa denial. However, some things happen that we cannot control. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can reapply for your visa. I'm going to be stating possible reasons why visa get rejected and how you can remedy this situation. I'm also going to be showing you, or telling you, mistakes that you should avoid making when filling in your application, to make sure that you get your visa and everything work well for you. So guys, that being said, let's dive in. Hi guys, hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Seeing This Reality. If you're new on the channel, you're welcome. If you're old on the channel, thanks for coming by to watch another video. On this channel, I talk about my life in Romania. I talk about affordable Romanian universities available for international students. I also talk about work available for those that would like to come and work in Romania. So if you find interest in content like this, please do well to subscribe. Click on that notification button, so each time I post a video, you get notified and know that something is ready for you to grab. So guys, usually when you apply for your visa, and the day that you're going to pick up your passport, for those that their visa get rejected, your passport always come in with an A4 paper. So on that A4 paper, there are several reasons why a visa can be rejected. But in your case, the reason why your visa was being rejected is going to be thick. So it's going to be thick on the A4 paper that comes with your passport. Guys, these are the possible reasons which one can get a visa rejection, or which one can get a visa denial. Most of the cases, there are four main reasons, and I'm going to list out the four main reasons in this video. One of the reasons is insufficient funds. Yeah, probably you don't have insufficient funds. The embassy might think or feel that you don't have insufficient funds to support yourself during your time of study in Romania. The second point is insufficient travel insurance. Yeah, they feel that your insurance is not enough to cover you during your during your period of stay in Romania. Another reason is clear purpose of visit. Yeah, they think that you're not giving them enough reason to feel like you're going for this particular reason, or maybe you're going to study in Romania. And the fourth reason is suspicion that you might not come back after your studies, or you might not return back to your home country after your studies. So guys, these are the possible four reasons that usually visa gets denied at the Romanian embassy. I'm going to explain this point detailedly, and how you can remedy the situation, on what you should do to fulfill this particular reason that I've explained, or that I've listed in this video. Now I just want to explain to you on how you can write your appeal letter, on how you can actually go about your appeal letter first. Then I'll come back to this particular points, or this particular reasons why your visa was being denied, this reason, and explain how you should do to on what you should do to get this situation remedied. Let me show you how you can write your appeal letter, which is a very important which is a very important point or a very important part when appealing for your visa or when reapplying for your visa. Usually you're supposed to type this letter. If you want, you can type this letter on your laptop, or you can write a handwritten application. So usually this appeal letter shouldn't be lengthy, it shouldn't be long, it should be a maximum of 3 paragraphs, and I'm going to explain to you how this paragraph should look like. So let's define an appeal letter. What is an appeal letter? An appeal letter is a letter addressed or written to the embassy, asking them to kindly review your application again, asking them to reconsider you, that you have gotten the necessary document, or you satisfy the reason why they did not grant you the visa the first time. So yeah, that's the definition of an appeal letter. The first part of your appeal letter is the introductory part. So the first paragraph of your appeal letter is the introductory part. So on this introductory part, you need to give personal information about you, which is your name, your place of birth, your passport number, the date in which you apply for your first visa, the date in which this visa was rejected, and the date in which you're reapplying for, or you're reappealing for another visa. So the first part of this paragraph should just contain your personal information. So the second part of this letter, you're stating to the embassy why your visa was rejected. Let's just say, for example, if your visa was rejected for insufficient funds, you write there in your appeal letter that my visa was rejected for this particular reason, insufficient fund, and you're telling them why they should reconsider you. In that same second part, or in the second paragraph, you're still telling them, giving the reason why they should reconsider you, and what you have done to remedy the situation in which your first visa was being denied. Third paragraph, which is the last paragraph of your appeal letter, you're going to be pleading with the university to see reason with you, to see how important is it for you that you go and study out of your country. And also you also need to ask them to reconsider your application. They should look on your application again and reconsider you. And now, after you have done all this, stay in the third part. You need to put in your signature, your phone number, and your email address. So this letter should be a formal letter. It should be a formal letter addressed to the embassy in which you're applying for. As I said earlier in this video, you can either write this appeal letter with your pen and paper, handwritten, or possibly you type it on your computer on an A4 paper. This is the second part of the video. On this second part of the video, I'm going to be explaining how you can remedy the situation in which your visa was being rejected. I listed some of these points at the beginning of this video, which should be insufficient funds, insufficient insurance, unclear purpose of visit, suspicious that you might not return to your country, or you might not return to your home country after your studies. So I'm going to be explaining to you how you can actually remedy situations like this. So in the first situation, that will be like insufficient funds. In this first situation, usually the University of Romania actually demands for 2,500 euros in your bank account, that they usually think that this amount is enough for you to fund your first year of studies. So usually on the admission letter, you usually, is stated on your admission letter that you need this amount of money in your account in order for you to be able to in order for you to be able to take care of yourself during your time of study or during the first year of studies. So the university or the embassy, sorry, might um reject your visa, or might give you or might deny you a visa because they feel like this amount is not sufficient. So when the embassy reject your visa because of a reason like this, you will have to increase the amount. Let's say you had 2,500 in your account or less, you have to increase it to 3,000 euros or 3,500 and even 4,000 euros to let the embassy know that you have enough money to take care of yourself. Also, you need to add the original copy of this bank statement to your to your or to the other documents that you have to reapply for your visa. Make sure that once you increase the amount of money that you have in your account, get the original copy of that document or of your bank account of the time that the money has been increased, and add it to the other documents that you need to reapply for your visa. The next reason why your visa must have been rejected or denied is unclear purpose of visit. Yeah, so the embassy feel like you don't have enough reason to go and study in Romania. So usually what you can do to remedy this situation is to add the original copy. You can ask the university to send your original copy of your acceptance letters, or you can tell the university to give you an additional document, maybe like a letter of accommodation. Usually the university usually give, but in cases like this, you can contact the university and said the embassy stated in your rejection letter that you have unclear purpose of visit. So the university can actually help you in this case by providing you with additional documents that you can add on the other documents that you have. So if your visa was being rejected for reasons like this, it's very important that you contact your university. And also another important thing that you need to do is to add a statement of purpose. So you can write a letter to address the university, that telling them or explaining to them that you're coming to Romania to study this particular program. This is how the particular program is going to affect your life. You want to increase your knowledge on this particular program, so when you come back home, you have enough knowledge to help develop your country. So write a statement of purpose, a very clear statement of purpose, and add it to the other documents that you need to apply for or to reapply for your visa. Another reason why your visa might be rejected is insufficient insurance. Yeah, insufficient insurance. So the embassy feel like the amount that you have for your insurance is small. So usually the insurance for international student here is 10 euros per month. So it's very important that you get an insurance for 6 months or maybe a year, which is equivalent to 140 euros or 170 euros. So get your insurance. So if the embassy rejected your visa because your insurance was insufficient, make sure that after that you go to the insurance office and increase the amount to a certain amount to let the embassy know that you have sufficient insurance to cover your stay here in Romania. Also, it's very important that you go to an insurance office that is being recognized by the embassy. Do your research, ask questions. So I'm going to find out the insurance office that is being recognized by the Romanian embassy, and add it up to the description of these videos, because I'm not sure of that information right now, so I'm going to get information on that. So make sure that if your visa was being rejected because you have insufficient insurance, make sure that you double the amount of your insurance. Make sure that you go to a company, insurance company that is being recognized by the embassy to remedy this situation and reapply for your visa. The last but not the least reason why your visa might be denied is suspicious that you might not return to your home country after your studies. So the embassy usually feel like after your studies you're not going to come back to your home country. So what you can do to remedy this situation is that you need to add a document, maybe a document of a company that you own, or a company that is being owned by your family, a document that shows that this company, you have to come back to manage this company. Or if you have your wife or your family back home, you need to include your marriage certificate for the embassy to recognize that after your studies you have to come back to meet your family. Now I'm going to explain to you the third part of this video, which is mistake you should avoid when filling your application form or your application file to apply for your visa. A lot of people make mistake like this and it's not nice, so I took it upon myself to point this out to people, because someone that I know made mistake like this, and yeah, I had to point it out to them and they had to refill the application file or the application form again. So when you're filling in your application form, make sure that in the point where when the application form asks you what is is your visa single entry or multiple entry. So in situation like this, if you're coming to Romania for studies, what you should click on that application form is multiple entry. Yeah, so for a Romanian student visa is multiple entry. If you click or if you tick the single entry, the embassy will think that you want to come here to Romania and stay. You don't want to go back to your country. So it's very important that you click the multiple entry. So you click the multiple entry for the embassy to know that you're going to come back. And it's also an advantage for you, because while you're studying here in Europe, you can always book your flight back to your country and come back. And the next step that you need to take care while filling in your application form is this sponsorship thing. Yeah, so you need to know who is sponsoring you. If you're sponsoring yourself, you need to click on self-sponsored, and you also need to mind that your bank account should actually be your own bank account, like the account that you get on your name and it belongs to you. And if someone else is sponsoring you, maybe your parents, then probably you might have to use their bank account, or you have to use the bank account that belongs to them. So if you're self-sponsored and then your bank account is showing that it's for your parents, or is showing that it's for another person, then the embassy will get confused in situation like this. So it's very important that you know who is sponsoring you, if you're self-sponsored or anybody that is sponsoring you, and click tick the right information on your form. Another situation should be the purpose of visit. Yeah, you need to know your reason for visit. You need to know the name of your school. You need to know the city in which your school is. You need to know why you're coming to study here. Most of the time the ambassador might ask you what is the name of your school. You need to know this offhand or offhand. You need to know this offhand. You need to know the city in which your university is. You need to know how long your study program is. Like relative or important information like this, you need to have it offhand, so if you're being asked, you should be able to answer very well. So there was this person that actually got to the embassy, and he was asked, because on the on his papers it shows that the money was being transferred from his parents account to his account, and for him, he knew that he's self-sponsored. So you need to have first-hand information about you. So if your parents transfer money into your account, you should be able to tell. If the ambassador asks you that, are you self-sponsored or is your parent that is sponsoring you? If your parents just give you money for your bank account, you need to say that your parents are sponsoring you, and you need to have an affidavit of support to explain why your parents are sending that money into your account. So yeah, you need to be aware of every document that you have. If you're being asked, you should be able to answer without any doubt, because most of the time your documents will be correct, your documents will be okay, but then if the ambassador see that you cannot actually back up the reason why you have that particular document, it might push them to reject your visa. Also guys, one thing that you should also consider doing, whether you're going to reapply or whether you're going to apply for your visa, make sure that your documents are arranged neatly. Make sure that your file is in order. So if you're being asked of a specific document, you're not shaking, or you're not panicking to give that document. You should be put in order. Your mind should be aware of what you're doing. Your documents should be in order, arranged neatly, not rumpled or not in any form, or not like twist. Your documents should be neat and arranged in a specific order. Also, to reapply or to reapply for your to reapply for your visa, you don't need to book an appointment date as when you did it the first time. So when your visa is being rejected, you have 14 days to come and reapply, and these 14 days begin from the time when you receive your rejection letter, or from the time you receive your passport from the embassy. So from this time, when you get all of your documents put together, you can show up at the embassy at any time, because as of now that I checked on the embassy website, it shows that you can show up there at 10. From 10 to 12 you can go there to reappeal for your visa. However, it's very important that you check on the website to know when you can go and the time slot for programs like this. So when going to reapply, you need to pay another application fee or another visa fee of 120 euros. Yeah, 120 euros. You need to have that with you. So guys, I have managed to come to the end of this video. I hope that this video helped you to understand how you can reapply or reappeal for your visa. If there was anything that I didn't say in this video, please do well to write your worries or your question down in the comments below, and I'm going to respond, or I'm going to answer you. Yeah, that being said, I hope that you found this video useful. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do well to subscribe. Click on that notification button, so each time I post a video, each time I post a content, you get notified. So guys, that being said, thanks for watching, and see you in another one. Bye.